It's Julie from Midwestjules, and you can find me on Instagram or YouTube at Midwestjules. I'm a full-time reseller and stay-at-home mom, and today I'm going to share with you all of the items that sold for me in the month of March for over $50. March was my best month so far on Poshmark. I've been selling on Poshmark since 2015, but full-time for 2 years now. And anyway, this is my March was my best month ever, and my total sales on Poshmark were $14,048, and I am pumped. But April's been a little bit down for me. Honestly, I feel like I haven't been working as hard, but I'm fine. 14 was like, my goal was 12, so 14 was amazing. So I'm just kind of like okay with what happened. So I'm going to, this is my first time trying this way, so we'll see if it works. All right. I'm gonna put myself down here. Don't be looking at me. I'm not gonna be looking at you. I'm looking at my phone and everything else. So this is my first sale, over $50. This was a bundle for 2 new tag Filio leggings, and I'll just show you a quick picture of what those look like. Okay. All right. So the bundle sold for $100, which gave me $80. I paid $12 for both of these total. So good profit. I will share my cost of goods if I can remember. If not, I'm not sharing. So let's get that out of here. Next is this new tag Roosevelt X Star Wars Visions, the dual button down shirt. This sold for $75, which gave me $60, and I paid $15 for this. This Roosevelt brand, they do a lot of collabs. Star Wars was great. I have another one in here somewhere of this same collab, and it sold super fast, and I think this one actually sold for more than it retailed for. I couldn't find, this one was sold out online. So, but I have sold a Roosevelt's that was a collab with, oh shoot, what's that baseball movie? Oh my gosh, I just blanked. The Sandlot. So it was a small, You're Killing Me Smalls one. Anyway, so that one sold well too. But yeah, if you find the Roosevelts, I would pick it up. All right, next is this new tag Rowback. This is a golf brand. This sold the same day I listed it, very quickly, for $62. My husband found this, and he knew about the brand because he's into golf stuff, but golf brands have been selling pretty well for me. This is a Kimes Ranch canvas Marshall jacket. I had 2 of these. The other one sold for more, but this one was a small, so this brand is worn a lot on the show Yellowstone. But it's a good brand, ranch brand. I've been selling it for a few years now, and anytime I find it, it sells really fast. So there's that. Next is a new tag Everlane, the fatigue short sleeve jumpsuit. This sold for $70 and sold pretty quickly. I have good luck selling. I sell a lot of Everlane. You'll see a lot of that in this video. So this was no exception. Yeah, I think I had this in multiple sizes, and I'm pretty sure I've sold them all now. So this is a new tag J. Crew Performance Suit Jacket. I actually have 2 of these. This one sold for $85. I was happy with that. I paid $6. So anytime I can turn 6 into 85 is a good day. These are new tag Everlane the Way High Rise jeans. These I paid $15 for, and they sold for $60. This is another golf brand, Grayson Clothiers. It has a wolf on it. There's the label. These sold for $72. So they were listed a little while, but I didn't know they were a golf brand immediately. But then my husband started talking about it and I realized they were golf brands. So I went in and put golf in the title. I don't know if that changed anything, but they sold. So sold for $72. I bought these at a thrift. I don't know, probably $7. Bobo Chooses is a really good kids brand to sell. Typically can take a little bit to sell depending on the item because they are very unique items. But here's the label. And so these did take a little while. I got a lot of lowball offers, but I just wasn't really, my kids' stuff is small. It's easy to store. So I was fine holding on to them for a little bit. But they sold for $50. All right. This I picked up because, okay, so if you're on TikTok, are you on TikTok? If so, do you watch Sammy? Because she is like the coolest person. She's just so cool. She just like oozes cool. I don't know, but I love her. I would never wear hardly anything that she wears, but she's got good style. It's a good style. I like it, but it's just obviously not for me. But here I am sitting in my like Gildan plain crew neck sweatshirt. Anyway, she wears harnesses a lot, and she actually makes the harnesses. But anyway, because I know that she's doing harnesses, like everybody's doing harnesses. So when I found these, I picked them up. I've sold multiple of them now. This one sold for $75. Just free people. Yeah, it's a leather harness. So if you see any leather harnesses, pick them up. They're selling. All right. We've got New Attack Everlane tiered sleeveless dress. I paid $15 for this. Sold for $54. Everlane sells, man. I hear so many people saying, oh, I don't pick up Everlane anymore. I don't pick up Everlane anymore. I'm like, okay, Everlane is my best-selling brand this year so far. And it sells so well for me. I don't know. So maybe give it another shot. And maybe I had a dry spell for a little bit, but it's back, man. All right, these sat forever. Jeffrey Campbell Situation bow heels. I got these at the bins, I think. It's been so long. But yeah, they still had the Nordstrom tag on the bottom. So these sold for $55. I don't love Jeffrey Campbell heels. I don't have great luck with them, but I'd still probably pick them up at the bins. All right, Cabbie Kenya jacket. This sold for $58. I don't remember. I bought it at a thrift store, but I don't remember how much I paid. These are some great pictures, by the way. But it sold. Prada Classic Ballerina Scrunch flats. These I got in a ThredUp rescue box, so I've got like $18 or $20 into them. Sold for $105. I just took the offer because I don't like selling designer stuff very much. So get them out of my closet. This is the brand Never Fully Dressed. It's I want to say it's like an Australian brand, but I don't know. I've had like good luck and bad luck with it. So the buyer wasn't happy with this dress, but they accepted it. So there really wasn't anything I could do. They said the fit was weird, but I don't know. I don't know what to tell them. Sold for $65 and sold fairly quickly. Actually, now that I'm looking, this has been around a little while. Yeah, I sold one really quickly, but this is not the one. So, New Attack Everlane the high rise jeans sold for $50. I paid $15. This brand I really like. So this is Luxe by Seraphine. Here is the tag. This is a maternity and nursing brand, or maternity and nursing friendly brand. This dress sold for $65. I paid $10. You'll see in here, I know there's another one that sold as well. So, and I've sold it one more time. So I've sold it 3 times so far, and it sells fairly quickly. Farm Rio, Anthropology Gingham Floral Mini Dress. Took a little while to sell. It's cute. Retails $230 on that. So anyway, sold for $110. More Everlane, the original Tiki straight leg jeans. These sold for $50. I paid $15. I don't know how you say this exactly, but Totimi, I don't know. These are the twisted seam jeans, cotton blend, gray wash. These sold for $153, and I paid $10 for them. Let me show you the logo. So this is the logo. Tote me. I definitely know that they didn't know what this brand was, because I didn't know what it was. I had to Google image search, or well, it says it right there, but I think maybe it said it on here. No, I think I had to Google image search that to figure out what it was, because I didn't know. But I have since picked up another piece by this brand. It hasn't sold yet, but it's a top. These sold really fast though, so I would definitely pick that up. This is a Call Her Daddy, which is a podcast. I don't listen to it, so I don't know what it's about. But anyway, it says Unwell on it. I know that my husband listens to the podcast, so he said I should pick it up because it will sell. And it did, for $51. I think I paid $10 for it. All right, these are Noble high-rise crop camo leggings. I paid $20 for these, which is a lot, but they sell fast. So these sold for $63. Haven't seen the Noble logo. There it is. About all of it that I can find, and I sell it. This is a new Attack Bowden Ava tiered maxi dress. This sold really fast, and I only paid $6 for it. So that was a steal, pretty much. I love selling the new Bowden. I love selling new Attack Bowden. I love Bowden. It's so pretty. This is a new Attack J. Crew with Liberty of London fabric. This, I always pick these up if they're decently priced. The Liberty fabric is just so popular. So, retail's $110. I sold it for $68. I just picked up another one the other day. I'm excited to get that listed. This is a new Attack Urban Outfitters Pink Floyd crew neck sweatshirt. I have been picking up Urban Outfitters crew necks every time I come across them, whether they're a band or just a random graphic, and they are selling so well. This one sold for $70. It only retailed for $79, so basically retail. This is a new Attack Anthropology Wyeth Colorblock Straw Rancher hat. I've sold a few of these. There's the brand. I think this brand, not for Anthropology, is even more expensive, so if you see it, I would pick it up. Free People one Scout jacket. This jacket and the Ruby jacket are the most popular Free People styles of jacket right now. This one sold for $85. I paid $25 for this one. I actually got 2 of them the same day. I thought about keeping one for myself, but I think I need a medium. They are very oversized. Very, very oversized. In the Ruby jacket, I can wear a medium or a large. And your girl's a plus size lady. So, very, very oversized. and really cute. Next is a Lily Pulitzer Kirsten Flounce dress. Paid $6 for this. Sold it for $60. I love Lily. It sells so well. Helmet Lang. This I've had for a while. I don't like picking up designer stuff to sell myself. I don't know why I didn't just send this to the Real. But anyway, it sold for $50. Buyer wasn't happy with it, but again, they accepted it. She said it was a little more oversized than she thought it would be. So I don't know what to do with people like that. I just ignore them pretty much and block them so that they don't buy anything else from me that they aren't going to be happy with. So just the way I deal with it. New Attack Everlane, the 90s cheeky high-rise jeans. These sold for $50. So yeah, again, I paid $15. I always pay $15 for the jeans and pants. These are Show Me Your Moo Boardwalk shorts and palm tree knit. These sold for $55. I know I paid $25, so not a great return, but I just thought they were so cute and I knew somebody would love them. And guess what? When Sammy, again, the TikToker fashion lady, when she came to the United States for vacation, she wore them. And so I thought, oh man, I wish I still had those because I know they'd sell now that she's worn them. I knew they would sell, but they had already sold. So, anyway, they were super cute and I just wanted them in my closet. Sometimes I'll pay up for something that I don't think I can get a lot of return on, but I just want it in my closet. It's cute. I just did that with a roller rabbit dress. I was like, it's so pretty. I just want it in my closet. And I paid too much for it, but that's okay. I'll still make money. It just won't be a ton. This is a New Attack Everlane Smocked long dress. This I paid $6 for. Sold it for $59. Free People Benny wide leg leopard pants. These sold for $56. I'm pretty sure that I got these on a 90% off day. So I probably only paid a couple dollars for these. So yeah, $56. Good return. This is a New Attack Black Milk Black Tea Party skirt. Paid $6 for this. It sold for $72. Black Milk is a good brand. This is the first time I'd ever found it. I wasn't sure if it was still as good as it once was, but it is, I guess. At least this skirt. New Attack Everlane, the alpaca waffle stitch polo, sold for $50. I paid $15 for that. This is a New Attack Daily Practice by Anthropology knit tunic. I paid $4 for this. Got it on 90% off. So sold for $65. Another one of the Anthropology Wyeth Colorblock straw hats. This one sold for $60 as well. There's the other Roosevelt Star Wars button down. This one just sold for $67, which is what it retailed for. I think this one was still online, but I mean, I could find it online, but it was still sold out in that size. But the other one I couldn't find it all online, so I thought it was like more rare. So I priced it at $75. Anywho, they both sold for full asking price. Oh my goodness, excuse me. All right, here's another one, what I was talking about, like the random graphics. So this is an Urban Outfitters Project Social Tee Dreamscape pullover crew neck sweatshirt. I have sold probably 6 to 8 of this exact one, all in like $45 to $50 range. So here's another, there's one that sold for $50. I think there's another one in here somewhere too. And here's a Grayson Clothier's golf quarter zip. This was New Attack, but it had some kind of logo on it. I couldn't Google search find what it was. So I sold it for $60, and that sold really fast. Here's the other Free People jacket. This one sold for $115, so better than the $85, but still both of them I paid $25 for this one too, so still a good profit. Nilly Lotan Nolan pants, sweatpants, joggers, whatever, sold for $150. I paid $60 for these. So doubled my money. They didn't sell as fast as I thought they might, but still happy with that sale. Here's another Everlane jumpsuit. This one sold for $76. Everlane jumpsuits, man. We'll find them. We'll list them. These are the brand Go Ruck. These are gently used hiking pants or rock climbing. I don't know what you do in them, but anyway, men's outdoorsy pants. These sold for $70 and they sold pretty quickly. So I'm really happy and I'm looking out for that brand again. Here's another one of the Seraphine Luxe dresses, maternity dresses. I've sold this exact one twice now. I think the other one sold around $70, $80 too. This one sold for $76. So if you see that label, and a lot of them, like if it's new, it has the like, I don't know, a few brands do that, like House of CB, Misguided. Some other ones do that thing where, so you can't wear it without like taking that off. Anyway, so that's a good brand, nursing maternity brand to look for. Everlane canvas overalls. These sold for $76. I paid $20. This is a House of CB, another one that does that. This one didn't have that pink strap on it, but I know that brand does it. I've got one hanging, that dress right there hanging has the pink strap on it. It's also House of CB. Not the same dress, but I actually sold that same dress in blue just last week. New tagged House of CB, a Loretta ivory gathered dress. House of CB is a very popular brand for dresses, and there's a lot of in search ofs out there. So I always like to look for those when I'm buying a piece and see if I can just sell it like immediately to somebody that's looking for it. So this one sold for $127. It did have a couple stains on it. Nothing like crazy, but flaws nonetheless. These are New Attack Dovetail Freshly Overalls for women. I have never found this brand before, but knew like the quality, and I paid $6 for them, so I knew like I was gonna at least make my money back. Then I looked up comps and they were nice. So these sold for $85. New Attack Madewell Dolman sleeve button front mini dress. This I paid $6 for, and it sold for $80. Love paying $6 for something and turning it into $80 some dollars. Yeah, Madewell still sells well for me. People don't pick it up. I mostly pick up dresses, jeans, and jeans. But I mean, I still buy the tops because I personally like them. And even if I only make $20, if I'm only paying a few dollars at the thrift store, that's fine with me. Here's another Bowden dress. This one, New Tags Colette Chambray dress, sold for $69. Again, I paid $6. This stuck around forever, but it was a New Attack Lavish Alice cold shoulder cape dress. I think it did have a stain, light dirt marks. Anyway, it took forever to sell. I think I relisted it a couple times. But it did eventually sell for $72. So I think I paid $10 for it. But I'm not going to probably pick up this brand again just because I don't want to sit on it. I don't like it that much. This was so exciting. This is my first time finding Magnolia Pearl. I found it New Attacks for $10, and it was just like, I mean, there's no wonder to me why nobody wanted this. How I found this. Like, who would buy this? I don't understand the Magnolia Pearl lady. Let's just put it that way. But sold within a week for $280. So, and I paid $10. So, I'm surprised they put $10 on it. I'm surprised they didn't throw it away. Here's another one of those Urban Outfitters crew neck shirts. $50 again. Madewell Dispatch jacket. This I paid $10 for. Sold for $100. I guess Madewell jackets, dresses, jeans, bags, and bag straps. So the transporter, I found like recently like 4 transporter bag straps, and I sold them for like $35, and it's just a strap. So if you ever find like the Madewell straps for their bags, they look like this. Like canvas straps. Okay, New Attack silver jeans, Avery, curvy fit, slim leg, size 33. I paid $6 for these. They sold for $63. These were from Stitch Fix, which doesn't affect whether I pick it up or not. I picked them up because silver and larger sizes sells really well. And these sold fast I do have a pair that I bought that's like a size, well, I don't know, it's like a 27 or 28 maybe. So a little bit smaller, and they are sitting. So maybe just the larger sizes. New Attack Everlane, the barrel pant. I love selling the barrel pants. They sell super fast. Yeah. These sold for $50. I paid $15. Oh, there's another pair. Barrel pants. Sold for $55. I paid $15. I can get up to like $75 for the barrel pants if I wait long enough, but I just like to move it because I get so much Everlane that I just want to get it in, get it out. This was so cute. I was so sad it was only a 3T, but a Patagonia Retro X jacket, Henna Brown. If it would have been a 5T, I would have kept it for Lennox for sure. I did pay $30 for it, but I knew it would just sell fast, and doubling my money is fine if it sells fast. These are Good American boyfriend sweatpants. I think I paid $20 for these, and they sold for $61. I'm not really picking up a lot of Good American. It's just not selling very fast for me, so it still sells for a good amount when it sells. It's just not selling fast enough. This is a New Attack Madewell Lucy elbow sleeve smock mini dress in gingham brown. I paid $25 for this because I knew it would sell because of the gingham and the brown. And it did sell very fast for $75. Noble Project lightweight knit shorts. These sold for $60. Sold fast. It always does. I paid $15 for these. More Everlane, the 90s way high rise jeans. These sold for $63. I paid $15. Another pair of Everlane sold for $55. I paid $15. More Noble. These I paid $20 for. Sold for $58. J. Jill. Okay, let's talk about J. Jill. So I just started picking it up because I've heard people talking about it again, and I'm like, okay, well, so I picked up a couple things. This I picked up obviously because it was down, and it was only $6 and it sold for $100. I've picked up a few other pieces. Some of them are still sitting. I've sold a couple for decent prices. So I'm saying as long as my cost of goods is like pretty low, like under $7, then I'll probably pick it up, but only again if it's New Attacks. So happy with that sale. Abercrombie is back, man. I bought myself Abercrombie jeans, and I like them. The sizing is a little weird. Like, I would assume like an Abercrombie, I'd be like a higher size than I normally am, but I'm actually a lower size than I normally am. So I'm like, okay. But anyway, these sold fast. I paid $6 for them. They sold for $50. If you find newer label Abercrombie jeans, which it usually says the newer ones will have the style on them, then I would pick them up. Freebirds. These I paid $25 for, but I bought them for myself. But then I decided they were too nice for me, and I didn't really like how like they flapped on my foot. So I decided to sell them. So I only got $50 for them, which means I got $40. So I only made $15, but it's fine. Like I said, I bought them intentionally for myself, but I just didn't like them. Maeve Anthropology Lilith Oversized Blazer. I paid $3 for this, and it sold for $50. New Tag Lovers and Friends Ella Red Jumpsuit. I paid $10 for this, sold for $67. I don't really pick up a lot of Lovers and Friends anymore, unless it's new tag and like still on the website. And even them, I'm kind of like, make sure it's priced low enough. Just doesn't sell as fast as it used to. Mousy shorts. What did I pay for these? I think I paid $30 for these. And they sold for $120. I love this brand. I think I have most of my items priced pretty high, so it does take a little bit of time, but that's fine with me also. I like to, some items I'm fine holding on to if I know I'm going to get a good return. The Reformation Denim Colby button front dress. This I got for $10 at Plato's, and it sold for $60. Ms. Moo's Kent black riding boots. These I think came in a thread up rescue box. That's like the only way I've ever gotten Ms. Moo's before. So, a thread up shoebox. So I don't know, like $5 or $6 into them. They sold for $68. LaFleur Sarah dress. I don't know what I paid for this, but it sold for $60. Did sit around for a little while. This new tag Everlane corduroy puffer sold for $102, and I paid $15. New tag Everlane the cashmere polo dress midi brown. I paid $6 for it. Sold for $85. Allbirds. Wish these were my size, but they weren't. These are the Tree Dashers. These are the Tree Dashers running shoes. I sold these for $50. Allbirds are definitely not making the kind of money they used to, but they're still selling. I love my Allbirds. More barrel pants. These sold for $70, and I paid $15. Oh, another pair. These sold for $75, which I'm pretty sure was my full asking price. And these sold very fast. Again, I paid $15. A Goldie Nico high-rise skinny jeans. These are a size 26. I paid $25 for them. Sold for $90. New Attack Escape metallic lace bodycon dress. This I paid $6 for, and it sold for $115. This is my first time trying out this brand. I heard Mogi Beth talk about it, and so I decided for $6 I would try it out. It was New Attack. It was pretty. Weddings are coming up, so, and it sold pretty fast. Another Urban Outfitters crew neck sweatshirt. This one was Grateful Dead. I had probably 5 of these, and I sold them all between like $60 and $70. I almost kept one for myself. They were really nice, but I did not. All right, here's another one, Urban Outfitters sweatshirt, crew neck. This one's the Pink Floyd. Another one sold for $70. I think I only had 2 of these. I think I paid $20 for these ones, so a little more than I usually paid $10 for them, but sometimes they mark the band T ones up higher, so pretty sure I paid $20, but good profit for me. And last, I sold this bundle for $1,000. So yeah, it was ginormous, and I had to pay like $20 some extra in shipping. But yeah, lots of Everlane, Madewell, Athleta, J. Crew, Jellycat, Athleta, Alphalete, Bullhead, Longchamp, Cool, Lululemon, Levi's, Life is Good, Peak, Girlfriend Collective, Torrid, Molo, Zara, Caton, Ballabangles, Lululemon, Motel Rocks, and more Everlane. This, I don't, usually when people start bundling stuff and they go crazy and it's like a long list of stuff, they just go shoes. They're not looking to actually buy. But this lady sent me $1,000 offer. It was, the bundle was like 14 something and some 1,400 and change, and she offered 1,000. Like, who turns down $1,000? I couldn't. I was like, oh, so stressed the entire time because I was worried about the weight and whatever. But it got there, it got delivered. You see the little excited emoji there. So yeah, she can come back and shop my closet anytime. She bought so many different sizes. Like, I don't know if she has a huge family. I don't know if she's trying to resell it. I don't know what it's all for. But I don't care either. I made $800. So, yeah. But it was very stressful for me for a little while. But yeah. So, March was awesome. I'm sad April's not doing as well for me. But, I'm still high on March. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully it turns out okay. I had to Google how to do this and everything, so I don't know. Anyway, let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.